Hello, am I audible? Can you write in the chat box? Okay, okay. So today we are going to talk about PTE, Pearson Test of English, and we have this is our introductory session. I'll talk about different things as I mentioned in the group. So I'll mention a few things such as these listed here. Introduction to PT, overall general view, high scoring question, negative marking questions, some basic thing that you need to know, and then how to avoid cases, the effectiveness of templates, preparation guideline, and recommendation for reliable apps. Okay, so first, okay, this is our template, and this is okay. First of all, you need to know that PTE, Pearson Test of English, is just like any other language proficiency exam, just like as we are very much familiar with IELTS. But this is somehow different. But the main idea is that this is under language proficiency exam. So you can expect, again, 4 language skills, and you can expect some kind of language proficiency that you must have to get your desired score. So it's a computer-based test. Maybe this is somewhere it is different from IELTS. In IELTS, we have also computer version, but this is completely based on computer and AI. So it's a computer-based test. So whenever it is PTE, Pearson Test of English, it is computer-based test. And duration of the test is 2 hours. Um, let's suppose in IELTS, so you have different modules and you can do separately as well. But in this test, you just have to sit for consecutive 2 hours and you have to complete your whole test in just 2 hours duration. Overall, we have in test structure, we have 4 modules and number of questions are 20. And then you have to decide that which question is important for you and which one is not important. It's used all over the world, recognized in so many universities, so many institutes. Better to go to the university and check in their eligibility criteria your required institute. So I think it's better way to search instead of going journal views. But it's all I think almost it's everywhere. There are different types, core and UKVI as well. So core is for Canada and UKVI is for UK. But otherwise, academic will work for other countries. So why we choose PT academic over other tests or overall PT over other exams? There are different reasons. The first thing is that because we get fast results mostly within 1 hour, and it can take 5 days as well, maximum, or within 1 hour, minimum 1 hour to 5 days. Results are unbiased because AI is involved and no human being is there, or we say that sometimes they are not able to see your things and not able to evaluate. So they just set criteria through which AI will evaluate your exam. You have to use computer, you have to do your full test in just 2 hours, and you can get dates and widely acceptable. I think it's affordable as well and comparatively easier than IELTS. Okay, so we have 4 modules starting from speaking. The second module for you is writing, then you have reading, and then you have listening. So in speaking module, you have 5 questions overall. In 5 questions, your first question is read aloud. In this question, we will get a chunk, a passage to read, and you have to read that passage in the given time. You will get, I'll tell you about number of questions, that how many questions you may expect. But in this question, you just have to read a passage. So I think it's very easy to do it. The second question in this module is repeat sentences. In repeat sentences, you will listen to an audio, a small chunk or a sentence, and you have to repeat after them. Again, I'll tell you number of questions. In repeat sentences, you just have to listen something, you have to repeat after them. In describe image, there'll be an image in the form of the picture, graph, chart, table, or anything, and you just have to describe that image in your own words in the given time. But that image could be in the form of anything. And this is not analysis of the image, this is description of the image. This is something you have to keep in mind. Then you have retail lecture. So retail lecture is verbally you have to do something. So you will listen to a lecture, you will make your notes, then you will speak in the given time, and you will just kind of summarize the whole lecture, that what the lecture was about. Then you have one more question, that is answer short question. That will be your last question of speaking module. In this question, you will get some short questions like general knowledge question, and you will answer those questions. In writing module, again, you will get two questions. The first question is essay writing, then you have summarized written questions. So these two questions you have in writing module. Essay writing, you will get any general topic, not very much specific or something that you may not know, something very general that we all can, give you about, or um, share ideas. So in essay writing, you will get 20 minutes and you have to do your essay writing question in the given time. Again, how to do it, we'll talk about it. Then you have summarized written text. Summarized written text is again just like essay writing. This question is questionly time-based question. So which means you have to do this question in the given time. So you will get 10 minutes to do this question, and you have to read the passage and you have to write summary about it. Then you have reading module. In reading module, you will get 5 questions. Your first question will be reading and writing blanks. In reading and writing blanks, how it is different from reading blanks, both are the first difference is that like both are reading blanks. So the first difference is that number of like the score it may contribute. So reading and writing blank is giving you score in reading at the same time in writing. But the reading blanks is only giving you score in reading. Reading and writing blanks are high scoring question than reading blanks. In reading and writing blanks, you have a drop down option. So you will get for one blank 4 options and you have to choose one the right option. Whereas in reading blanks, you will get you have drag and drop. And then the third important question is reorder paragraph, where your paragraph is not in the logical order and you have to put in the logical order, in the correct order. So you have to reorder it in the right way. Then you have multiple choice singular and multiple choice multiple. Again, the nature is same. In just one question, you have to choose one option. The other question, you have to choose multiple options. So this is how you do your reading module. And then comes your last module, that is listening module. It is having 8 questions, starting from your summarized spoken. Summarized spoken is just like retail lecture. You listen to a lecture, you have to verbally say in retail, but here you have to write. So here, like grammatical aspect, time management, and these things are very important. Um, and your phrases, how much you capture, how you structure things, these things are very important. The next scoring question would be fill in the blank listening. In fill in the blank listening, you will just listen to the audio, you will just fill in those blanks. It's very easy again. Then third, if I go to the scoring question, that is highlight incorrect words. On the right, very top right side, highlight incorrect words. Highlight incorrect words, you will just listen to an audio. You have to mark just all those words which are incorrect or not I would say correctly pronounced. Then write from dictation. Very, very important question. This is your last question of fill in the blank listening module and overall your PTE exam. And this is high scoring question among all question of PTE. And write from dictation, just like repeat sentences where you have to verbally tell what was the audio or what was the sentence, here you have to write. So here again, structural accuracy, somehow grammatical points, somehow your spelling and time management, again, very important. Other question, just like we had in reading module, multiple choice singular and multiple choice multiple, again we have in listening module. Again, the difference is the same. You have to choose one option. In another question, you have to choose multiple option. Then you have highlight correct summary. You will listen to an audio and you have to, considering the whole audio, you have to tell which option is the correct summary of the whole audio. And then select missing word. At the end of the audio, there'll be a beep sound. Considering the whole audio or the lecture or whatever they tell you, you have to decide what would be the option, right option at the beep sound. Okay, so for this, the whole passage, the whole audio is important. At the same time, the last part of the audio is very important. So these are overall 20 questions that you have in four listening modules, four module of PTE, speaking, writing, reading, and listening. Now, those are 20 questions which you will be having in your PT exam. And the thing is that you have 20 questions, but considering your required score, there are questions which are very important. So can you write in the chat box that what is your required score? What's your required score? Okay. Okay. Most of you are going for 79 plus. So those who are going for 79 plus, all these questions, 13 questions which are written in front of you are important. And those who are going for 6.5 or 7, which means 65 uh, score is required in PTE. So they can skip this option, reorder paragraph. Other questions are important for you. So this is the only question which is making it different for 65 to 79. Other questions are important for you, even if you are going for 65. So whether you are going for 65 or 79, all questions are important for you, these questions. So we have, and the first question is read aloud, repeat sentences, describe image, and where is our retail lecture? Retail lecture. So these four questions from speaking module are important. Then you having the writing part, summarize written and essay writing. So these two questions are important. Then you have reading module, reading and writing blanks, reading blanks, and reorder if you are going for 79, and you can skip this question if you are going for 60. If you're going for 65, you can skip, and if you're going for 79, this is very important for you. Then comes our listening module, summarize spoken, fill in the blank listening, highlight incorrect, and write from dictation. So this is how you complete your 13 question. Out of 20 questions, 13 questions are important for you if you're going for 79. Other questions are important, but less scoring question, so you can skip. So there are questions which are negative marking, such as multiple choice multiple in reading module, multiple choice multiple in listening module, and highlight incorrect words. As I mentioned that there are questions which are important for 79. So multiple choice question, multiple in reading and listening, although are negative marking question, but not high scoring questions. So these are not your concern. Your main concern is a question which is high scoring at the same time negative marking. So that is highlight incorrect words. So you have to be extra careful in negative marking question. Negative marking means that if you choose a right option, it will take your positive score. Let's suppose in highlight incorrect word, you have to highlight all those words which are incorrect. So if you choose an option which is not incorrect, rather correct, like if you go to the other way, then obviously it will take your positive score. So this is what they mean by negative marking question. Okay, so the first question is that do we get question in a certain order, or we can shuffle the order as per our preferences? So the answer is that you cannot skip the order. They have certain order that you have to restrict to that particular order, or and the order is that you start with speaking, again the same thing, read aloud, repeat, describe, retell, the way I was telling you. You have the same order in writing module. Then you have essay writing and summarize written. Then you have reading module, reading and writing blanks. Then multiple choices there. Then you have reading blanks, reorder, and then the other multiple choice questions. So the order have given is fixed. You cannot change. You cannot say I want to do write from dictation first and then I'll come back to read aloud. So you have to follow their order. As far as timing is concerned, so there is no time on certain question, and then there is time on few questions. Let's suppose in speaking, they give you time overall, and then you have to decide how much time you have to give to read aloud, repeat, and describe. Like it's up to you how you manage it. In the same way, in reading module, it's up to you how you manage it. But there are questions which are questionly time based. So you have essay for you. There you have like 20 minutes for essay. You cannot skip 20 minutes. Or if you are done with essay in 13 minutes, so those 7 minutes will be of no use. You cannot if you go to the next question. So better to stay there and proofread your text. In the same way, you summarize written and spoken 10 minutes each. And you can't jump around in the order. And again, length may vary, number of questions sometime may vary. So maybe your fellow will get two essays and you will get just one essay, but they will manage time accordingly because they have to give you the whole test in 2 hours. So they will manage test accordingly. Let's suppose you get more reading and writing blanks and your friend will get less reading and writing blanks, but your friend will get more reorder than you. So this is how they manage overall test. So speaking and writing, overall, they give 54 to 67 minutes. This is the criteria given by Pearson. And so writing, we are sure that 30 minutes will be given to writing. So that is confirmed. So other time is given to speaking. In part 2, you have reading, you have 29 to 30 minutes. Sometimes the time is more or less 27 or 32, 33. Sometimes it may vary. Again, number of questions, but how you manage, how much time you give to reading module, how much time you give to reading and writing blanks, how much time you give to reorder, it's up to you. So it's your time management skills and it's your smartness that how you manage those questions, considering the importance of those questions. And listening module, you will get 30 to 43 seconds. So this is very important, and this is something which will help you to prepare your exam. Okay, if you have any question up till now, all these slides which I mentioned about number of question, sequence, and all these things, if you have any question about those things which I have just mentioned, you can ask me. Okay. So in read aloud, which is your first question, this question is giving you not only score in speaking module, but at the same time in reading module. So it's important that you focus on this question, not with respect to the style, the way you speak, your voice, your pitch, and all these things, but with respect to the content as well. Because this question is giving you 27 points in reading and 33 points in speaking. And you may expect 6 to 7 questions of read aloud in your real exam. Next question is repeat sentences. You will get 10 to 12 repeat sentences in the exam, in the real exam, and this question is giving you 23 point in listening and 30 point in speaking. So fluency is important, but somehow your grip on the content is also important. Describe image. Okay, this question is only giving you score in speaking. So your fluency, your style, your tempo, these things are very important. And 3 to 4 question of reading describe images are expected in real exam. Retell lecture, again 1 and 2, but most of the cases you will get just one retell, but there are cases where you get two retell as well. So just keep this thing in mind. And this question is giving you score 10 in speaking and 9 in listening. So again, content is important. That's why it is giving you 9 point in listening. Okay, next question is answer short questions, which are not really important for those who are going for 79. It is giving you 5 in speaking somehow and 4 points in listening, and you may get 5 to 6 answer short question. After this, the student were getting some extra question as well, which were just trial question and not marked question. And I believe after 31st of July, students are not getting extra question. But in case if you get those questions, unless or until there is any announcement by Pearson, those questions are just trial question and those are not marked. So it's up to you whether you want to attempt those questions or you just skip those questions. Coming to the writing module. In writing module, you have summarized written text, which is giving you 6-4 contribution, 6 in writing and 4 in reading. So those who are not good in reading, they can improve this question because this is very easy to do and give you very good score. So you'll get 1 to 2 summarized written text, but most of the cases 1. Essay writing is giving you 13 to 17 contribution in your writing only, and you will get 1 to 2 question of essay writing in your real exam. Again, in most of the cases, it's 1 essay, but there are cases where you'll get 2 essays. Okay, one more thing. Those who are going for PTE core, there's in UKI, there's no difference, but those who are going for PTE core, your retell lecture will be replaced by respond to a situation. Okay, so this question will be just replaced. This question, retell lecture. And they will give you a situation and you have to respond to that situation. It's more like a retell. Again, the style pattern is same. The way they give you a lecture and you have to tell what was the lecture about. So you have to tell in this summarized manner. In essay writing, this question in PT core, those who are going for Canada, apply for Canada, this question is replaced by email writing. Okay. Then you have reading module. In reading module, okay, reading and writing blanks will come first, and these are very important considering the score. Reading 29 contribution, writing 25 contribution. This question can help you to pass your writing module, not only reading module. So you will get 5 to 6 question of reading and writing blanks, and there are cases where you will get 4 to 6 as well. Then you have multiple giving you just 2 points in reading, not very important, and you will get 1 to 2. Reorder paragraph, you will get 2 to 3, like very tricky. Most of the time students are complaining about this question. You will get question will give you 6 to 8 points just in reading module, and then reading blanks giving you 18 to 20 points in reading, and you will get 4 to 5 question of reading module. So it's up to you how you manage time to reach this very important question, reading fill in the blanks, 18 to 20 contribution. After this, there'll be one last question, that is MCQ singular in the reading module, giving you just 1 point in reading, and number of questions are 1 to 2. Then comes your listening module, which is your last module. It is summarized spoken text, which is your first question, giving contribution of 6 listening and writing. And you will get 1 to 2 question, and most of the cases, just 1 summarized spoken text. MCQ singular, again not important, but giving you contribution of 2 in listening, and you will get 1 or 2. Fill in the blank listening, important question. Writing, it is giving you writing 18 and 12 in listening. Okay, so this question will help you to pass your writing module, and you will get 2 to 3. Fill in the blanks. Highlight incorrect summary, not important. Highlight incorrect words, important. So highlight incorrect summary, giving you reading 1 and listening 1, and you will get 1 to 2 question. MCQs multiple, giving just 1 point in listening, and you will get 1 and 2. Select missing word, again 1 point in listening, and you will get 1 and 2. Highlight incorrect words, very important, giving you 10 point in reading. So those who are not good in reading, they can improve this question. It's very easy to do. And giving you 12 in listening, and 2 to 3 questions are expected. Write from dictation, last question. Mostly students are not able to manage their time well. This is giving you 28 in writing. Like without this, writing is not possible to pass. And listening 25 points, and you'll get 3 to 4 questions in real exam. Up till now, if you have any question, please let me know. Up till now, if you have any concerns about number of question, contribution, and these things. Is everything clear? Okay. So yes, this is your marks distribution. Okay. These are some journal tips, again, not specified, but these are journal tips, some keys to success. Is first thing is that, and these things are, interrelated as well. The first thing is that manage your time well in real exam. Practice in a way that you know where to give more time, where to give less time. Practice in a way that you know what are your weak areas, where you know that you will take more time, and where you know that I can quickly pass this question and quickly go through this question. So whenever you do enough practice, you know your required score, you know your high scoring question, you know your weak areas, you know where you need more improvement and where you need more proofreading and more time to proofread your text. This will help you to manage your time well. And I believe PT is more about time management as well. Like I know students, they are very good in reading module, but they are not able to pass their exam, especially reading module or listening module, because they don't know time management. So whenever they reach right from dictation, which is very important, they don't have time. So they waste their time on less scoring questions, which are not really important considering their required score. In the same way, students are wasting their time on multiple choice question and reorder more than reading blanks. Whenever they reach reading module, reading blanks, which is your second last question of reading module, they don't have time. So time management is very important for you. And for this, you need to know how many questions are important, where you need more time, where you need less time, what are your weak areas, and you know, a lot of practice is required. Whenever you have good time management, I believe it will help you in managing your stress in real exam. So you must be knowing what are your trigger points and where you will not be able to, you know, manage stress. You must be knowing that there will be some voices coming here and there and you will not be able to concentrate well. And then you must be knowing that there are questions where you can feel a little bit stress. Maybe you are not good in retail lecture because you're not able to capture phrases. So know your weak areas, work on them, work on time management so that you could manage stress in real exam well, which is your test anxiety. And it's very important to know this because the whole exam, all the money that you have, you know, uh, that you have used for registration, that is around 70, 65, 70,000. So you will only use that amount in 2 hours exam. So you must be knowing how to you know, work on these elements of test anxiety, stress, how to manage time well, so that your exam is, you know, more smooth and you could, you know, put more effort. Because there are students who are hesitating in their exam, and they, whenever they are in the exam center, they don't know how to stay calm, because again there's so many voices, and you feel like that computer is not able to capture your voice and you may be loud at times. So you have to keep your energy safe for your listening module as well, your write from dictation as well, so that whenever you reach write from dictation, you are fresh and you have enough retention power that you could listen to the audio and you could capture phrase or capture sentence and you could write in a proper manner. These are just journal tips. So in repeat speaking part, it's very important. So I'll just tell you in a general way, not focusing on all these aspects. I'll just tell you some general tips. In speaking part, be confident, don't hesitate, don't stutter, don't fumble, be calm, maintain your tempo, don't be too fast, don't be too slow, don't be loud to make computer understand you. Go with your normal speed. Okay, your name is Samsung SM. Okay, you can check my read aloud video on YouTube. I think that is detailed video and it will help you a lot. So then for overall speaking, maintain your tempo, stay calm, go with same style. Don't be too fast in the middle of the audio. Your audio speed should be same throughout. So that is uniformity is very important throughout. Keep in mind time management, how much time you need to speak. For describe image, for retell, you must be done before time. Read aloud as soon as you're done, go to the next question. Repeat sentences as soon as you're done with repeat sentences, go to next question. So time management in this question is very important. It's not like the audio is still open as you are done with the audio, and then it will take your fluency score. So be fluent, Capture phrases in retell lecture, not words. Those were going for 79. Repeat sentences even you capture less, but stay calm and say with fluency and confidence. You don't need to change your accent unless or until there are conditions where you really need to change it. Don't change your accent. Go with your natural style because it will give you more confidence. Because if you try to change your style, it will be very much stressful for you in real exam. And be confident, organize your information well. That is very important in your extended speaking question, which is describe image and retell lecture, because when your information is organized, you are more confident while speaking. Okay, again, this is what we all know, that don't leave a question unanswered. Although your answer short question are not really high scoring, but even you don't know the answer, just say it, I don't know, but say something. Don't leave it unanswered. Very important to check your mic position, whether it's taking your voice, whether it's detecting your voice or not. Check your sitting position, sit straight. Be clear in your speech, because computer is your evaluator. You need to check that how you speak when it takes your voice, take your content, detects your words. So be clear about this. Fluency is important, but fluency doesn't mean your speed. Mostly student, in order to get good score in Uni application, they are very fast. So don't be too fast. You can go to the extent where you are clear. Whenever you feel like that, whenever you record yourself, you are fast, you get very good score in fluency, but your content is not good. So which means that your content is not clear. And whenever you try to be fast, you overlap words. So be clear about this concept. In writing module, one thing, your time management is very important. 20 minutes for essay, 10 minutes for summarize written. You need to be clear about this thing. You must have enough time at the end that you proofread your text as well. Okay, so proofread means you have enough time that you are done with the writing and you have for proofreading. You can check proofreading with three elements. First thing is your spelling, very important. Computer have no flexibility for those who are not good in spelling. So computer is too fast to detect your spelling mistakes. The second level is your basic grammatical level, and third level is somehow your logical sense, that whether it's making sense or not. Structural coherence is very important whenever it is your essay. Keep in mind word count. So in summarized written text, maximum you can write 70 word, and in essay writing 200 to 300 is your eligibility, score, eligibility word count. Map your idea clearly, because whenever you write, so that you don't hesitate and don't think too much. You don't remove your sentence again and again. This question, like writing score, is coming from SST, as I mentioned, WFT, fill in the blank listening. So here your listening abilities are very important, that how you listen attentively, how you capture information from the audio. Okay, one more thing in writing is just improve typing speed. If you're not good in typing, if you're not into, typing into computer things, so you maybe you feel like that you are not, good in typing, and it takes too much time for you. For this purpose, you can go to Google and you can search typing application, and then you can install one application. It will give you some tasks and it will help you to improve your typing speed. Um, Summarize main idea. This is from listening, summarize spoken. Okay, reading module. One thing that you need to be clear is some basic grammatical elements which should be there, which are there are few things that you need to be clear about, some grammatical aspects. The second thing is that you must be knowing some conditional sentences, that if one condition is there, the other condition should come or not. You must be knowing the rule of article. Also familiarize yourself with subject verb agreement, very important for you. And some basic grammatical thing, tenses and transition devices. So you have to go through all these grammatical element. The next very important thing is that this question is more about contextual understanding. So maybe the word is while, but in your condition, in your scenario, in your sentence, sorry, in your question, it is although. So it is more contextual as well. So in reading module, mostly you have contextual information and your answer may vary. considering the context that you have. Logical reasoning is very important. Comprehension is very important. Meaning making is very important. There is no shortcut for reading module. So be clear about this, because I get so many requests that we only want to pass a writing module, reading module. Can you help us in 1 or 2 days? And I believe that's not possible. We have one negative marking question as well. As I mentioned, multiple choice, multiple. So be clear about it. Don't leave any answer any question unanswered, because there is no negative marking. So just write, choose any option. Elimination method is very good method for this, because in this method you just eliminate all those options which are not relevant for you. Manage your time effectively to allocate sufficient time for each question. Familiarize yourself with grammatical strategies. As I mentioned, logical sequence is very important whenever it comes to reorder paragraph. Collocations are again more important, but again, collocations are contextual. And what are collocations? Those who are not aware of collocations. So collocation is the frequency of word occurring together. So whenever there is a frequency of two words occur together, that will be our collocate. But collocates are again contextual. Collocates are again may vary from one field to another. So let's suppose my field is language. So in my language field, let's suppose two words may come together because they are collocate, but the same two words may not come for those who are into business field. Skim and scan the passage before submitting. Very important that you consider vocab as well. In your writing, one more thing was important, your spelling. So go through spelling list if you're not aware of spelling, if you're not into writing. Listening, very important. This is your last module. You must have less retention power because you must be very tired by reaching this question. Listen attentively, organize your information, write down as quickly as you can, take notes effectively. So know how to take notes effectively. Grammar is important because you have to write. So summarize spoken, write from dictation, fill in the blank listening. Your grammar is very important. Your spelling is very important. Your typing speed is very important. Choose wisely for negative marking question. Again, you have two question negative marking with negative marking. One question is not high scoring, and one question is high scoring. Spelling are very important. Proofread before submitting, very, very important. Now, if you have any question up till now, please ask. Any question up till now? Okay. So coming to the one of the most important question, and I get so many questions about this, and I don't know how to now answer this because I get so many queries about this. Okay. So the first thing is that can we use template for those who are going for 79? Try to reduce your dependency on templates, or rather use as a structure, not as a template. It's a subject of ongoing discussion, and I believe I've started teaching PT 2.2 to 2.5 years back, and I believe it's still a question and there's a discussion going on. But with time, I know that templates are no more effective. So you can take them as structure, but not as a template. Don't cram thing completely and just write in the real exam. And I don't think so you are going to get score. Those who are aiming for superiority. So whenever I say superiority, it means 79 plus. When aiming for excellence, it's advisable to avoid using templates. Adapting templates is important rather than adopting. So adapting means it's not about using template blindly, but rather about adapting them to your specific context or tailoring according to your conditions. You can use them as a structure, okay, not as a template. Focus on structure, emphasize having structured approach rather than relying too much on templates. Prevent overcramming, overloading. It will be very much stressful for you as well. Maintain clarity and coherence. Now, those will say that we are not good in um, a grammar, we cannot write a sentence, so how we can write essay on our own. I'm not saying that you have to write the whole essay, I'm saying rely less on template. So, like I asked this question in a recent meeting we have with like Pearson. They had one official meeting with all those who are teaching. So I asked this question that, especially for PTE code, that the required score is 88 out of 90. So like I was like, it's very difficult. So why you are having this much score? And we have so many grammatical things as well. Sometimes students are not good in grammatical aspects, spelling and these things. So their answer was that they are going for priority score. They are going for PR of the country, and we expect them to be good in, at least writing a sentence. It is at least writing an email, at least writing few sentences in the essay and summarized spoken text to capture phrases. We expect this from them, and those who are not good in things, they need to improve to get PR of any country. So you need to work on this thing, I think so. Like especially those who are not good in spelling and they have basic grammatical mistakes. So please work on these things before you jump into this language proficiency exam. Okay. The next important question is that which application is recommended, which application you use, which we should be using. You can use any application because the main motto and main objective whenever you use any application is that you want to do your test. You want to any application to give you some structure. You want any application to give you some kind of platform where they provide all question in a certain sequence and certain order the way you have in real exam. So I believe all applications are following these, these things. They have certain structure, they have designed question in certain manner, they have number of word count, they have the audio limit and everything. So they have designed everything according to real exam. But there are two application, or I would say three application or four applications which are somehow better than other application. The first is Appioni application, the second is Language Academy, third is Alpha PTE, and the fourth is Guruli application. Now there are pros and cons of these applications as well. So your main motto or main thing is to look for an application which provides you a platform. These applications are not going to guide you, I believe. These are going to just help you in doing your question. Okay, so these are applications are just helping you to you know structure your things and help you out and save your time and give you real life exam scenario. But let's suppose whenever you do an uni, you face so many problem in speaking part. You can use any template and it will give you 15 by 15. Okay, you can use any template in summarized spoken, it will give you full score. So these applications are not reliable. Okay, so no application can be deemed entirely dependable. Therefore, exercising caution in placing trust only on these applications is not recommended. Instead, it is advisable that you use your own evaluation criteria. You know where you are doing well or not, because I know students, whenever they show me their results, the results are not as expected because they're using application. Let's suppose they're using App Uni and it is giving 15 by 15 in essay, but in the real exam their essay is 0. So you can do any trick with these applications, but in the real exam it's somehow difficult. So you have to be careful about this. You need some guidance. You can ask someone, you can do your own evaluation as well, it's not bad, but you need to know how much um, you can rely on application. So Appioni is somehow good. Okay, Appioni is good. It's I why I like this application. It provides you question mock, section mock, full mock test. This application is good because this is economical, I believe, as compared to other applications. Okay, so key consideration for PT exam preparation, those who are going for 79 especially, it's very important that your language background is good, at least like basic to medium level at least. Then your practice, your techniques, working in the right direction is very important. So this thing will come under practice, technique, knowing what to do, what not to do, how to manage time, how to work on weak areas, how to improve weak areas, how to do mock tests, how to do or evaluate our overall performance and everything. Then come your factor in luck, which is your luck factor, very important, because this exam is uh, completely out of course. So you can get anything in real exams. Sometimes you get very easy things, and sometimes you get something relevant to your field. So it will be very easy for you to crack your exam. But sometimes you get a passage where you feel like that I'm too much stress, I don't know how to do it. So here your luck factor is again very important. So when these three factors work together, then you get your desired score. Scam cases, like there are people who are offering registration, so you have to be careful before that. They are reliable institutes, organization as well. I know so many, but you have to be careful, because if you are going for some source which is not reliable, it can lead to your like they can ban your account, and they can ban you permanently as well. There are cases where they don't um, open your account, and it will be, lifetime restriction. So be careful where you get your registration done, and also be careful regarding online certificates. They offer you certificate without sitting for exam, which is again not recommended, because this they ban you for all countries, for ban you for moving abroad. So be careful of getting online certificate, ready-made certificate, not recognizable. And Pearson already mentioned about this. So this is notice of cancellation of PT academic online score and testing ban. So you're not allowed to get this certificate. It's not recommended, it's not recognizable. Ultimately you will face consequences. And also there's one thing that I mentioned before in the previous slide, which is about registration. So whenever you go for registration by a third party, be careful who the person is. So this is the notification by Pearson that please don't go for third party. If you are going for the third party, be careful, do your investigation. So that's all from my side. If you have any question, you may ask. I have 7 minutes. You can ask any question. I'll answer your question.